What's up, Otaku Nation? It's your boy, Oda King Live, coming at you again for another anime recommendation video. And as you can tell, as you probably clicked on this, it's gonna be Gurren Lagann today, or Gurren Lagann, or Gurren, I don't know, however the hell some people pronounce it. Either way, I'm gonna give you a little quick review of, my retail copies and, a little bit of a story behind it all. So, this is a funny story, one that I actually totally forgot, and if you remember, I'm impressed. But if you can, by some miracle, remember, ADV Films initially was going to release Gurren Lagann. I was actually watching, I think it was some old Oh My Gods the other day, and in the trailers was the trailer for this show. And I was like, wait a minute, didn't Bandai release this? So I actually jumped up, went to my wallet, busted it. Yep, there it is, Bandai Entertainment. No mention of no ADV Films. So I remember something like, I don't know, they initially thought they had the license and they lost it. I don't really remember the whole story behind it without doing a bunch of Google research. So either way, Bandai ended up releasing it. They said, screw you, ADV. And, Aniplex released it through Bandai. So I totally forgot about that, and it, blew my mind. That was probably the first good sign of the downfall of ADV Films, when they lost that license. So either way, as you can tell, Volume 1 here is actually the initial release of the 2-disc set of the Gurren Lagann in HMV there, sold to me for $22.99, which really wasn't that bad. And what this was, those discs are pretty sexy. I like them, but I really hate the white. It'd be nicer if it was a see-through with, some artwork on the bottom. That would have been sexy as hell. But these discs are nice, but this was the initial release, and it was subtitled only. Now, I know a lot of you sub-purists out there are like, well, that's all you need. But I like to watch dub. I'm old and lazy, and after a long day of work, I like to watch my, anime dub because I can't be bothered reading. I don't need glasses yet, but, I don't want to push it any closer than it needs to be. So, then, a few months later, they released these bad boys. These special edition re-releases, and these are the dub and sub versions of Volume 2 and Volume 3. So they were 2 discs, two wide, consisting of discs 3 and 4, like so. So they were single disc, cases. Gone is just the flame symbol, and they actually put the pictures on them. But again, the white, come on, with something like this, it really should have went all out with the see-through, double-sided art. But, these, like I mentioned, have the dub. And, for me, who's a dub/sub lover, I like to have both. So, I then, of course, got these two, and this, of course, look at the price. I love how the price went up every time. $22.99, $30, and then $33, so that's just lovely. So then the last one came out, I picked it up. Of course, this was I don't know how many years ago now, close to 8 maybe, I'm not sure. So then you got your Volume 5, very nice, and Volume 6, again, just plain ass white. And so what ended up happening is that I wanted to end up going back and get Volume 1 in this version, and that's been a bit of a nightmare. Of course, I can't find it in any store nowadays, but I can find it on eBay, but the price pretty much will cost me what, it would brand new for a used one. And I know it's not that big of a deal, but I'm really having a hard time pulling that trigger right now because I really want to just get rid of this subbed-only version and upgrade to the three versions of the special editions here, and I'll be a lot happier. I don't own the movies. I know, there's the 2 or 3 movies, especially the Blu-rays, but because Mostly because those bad boys were, you know, Aniplex specials, and they were selling for like $100 a pop there when they came out. No way was I gonna buy them at that price. Now I know right now you can buy like the complete master, you know, oh my god, shoot to the moon edition, for I think it's around the $150 mark. It's the series plus the movies and everything. It's actually a really good deal. It was on sale through Right Stuff. I'm not gonna complain. But, you know, still pulling the trigger on that kind of price is still a little steep for a series I already kind of technically have. So, I still haven't got my ass around to doing it, but I will soon. So, yeah, I love this show. This was one of those robot shows that really just blew my mind when I saw it. You know, I was familiar with, you know, Gainax type shows and, you know, their fast-paced action, you know, bullets, babes, and all that other jazz. But this show was really good, really high quality, and I was really a fan of it. And of course, you know, as most of you know, that twist at the beginning there just threw me for a loop. And but however, I differ a little bit on this show. I don't care for the time skip stuff. I know some people are like, "Oh man, it's awesome. I love the time skip." I don't know. I'm not a fan. I really don't like when they grew up. I don't know, it jarred me, I guess. I would have liked to have seen it done maybe a little bit slower. And I just wasn't a big fan of it. And actually, the second time I watched it, I actually stopped watching it before the time skip. I didn't even bother finishing it. And I really need to give this show a rewatch. It's kind of vague and hazy in my mind. And I'm going to get on that. So anyways, that's enough for now. Leave a thumbs up like there. You really don't know how much that does help. And you know, leave a comment below if you're a hard hitting robot anime fan too, and look forward to the extreme version of this if that's what you're into, and see what I can come up with. So I'll talk to you next time. Later. Peace. Yeah!